840, Big 550, KTRS. Jimmy's on the Park continues to sponsor our favorite segment of the week, Cat Neville from Feast Magazine. 706 to Munn in Clayton, now in their 20th year, Jimmy's Cafe.
Number 20.
How about that?
That's amazing.
Jimmy doesn't look a day over 25. We started this when he was 5 years old.
Neither do you.
Oh, you I like. 725-8585 or their website, jimmyscafe.com for menu and directions. Got a hot date, anniversary, Jimmy's Cafe is perfect. The week of January 20th is Clayton Restaurant Week. Jimmy's is featuring a 3-course meal all week long for just $25. Good morning, Cat Neville and Feast Magazine.
Good morning.
Let's get right to it. You got a steakhouse for us?
I do. So we'll start with dinner.
Okay.
And then we'll go to breakfast and lunch.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sounds like a fun night.
There's
Yeah.
I have no comment. There is a new steakhouse in Clayton, and it's called 801 Chophouse. It is at 137 Carondelet Plaza,
Okay.
which is right in the circle by the Ritz. And so it's in the old Araka space.
Okay.
But when you walk in, the entrance is in a different spot, and there is absolutely no resemblance to Araka whatsoever. They went in and took it all the way down to the dirt.
Are all the posers gone too? I'm sorry. I couldn't resist. It was too good of a line.
McGraw. Anyway.
So terrible.
So yeah, this is, it looks and feels like just like a clubby kind of a steakhouse place. There's tons of wood everywhere, soft kind of really nice lighting, there's a big oval kind of bar in the middle of the space, and lots of cow art everywhere. Like there's a golden reproduction of the Wall Street bull. There's Picasso prints of bulls in lots of different spots. It's very traditional. The menu is straight up steakhouse. The bone marrow, the roasted bone marrow is lovely with a parsley salad and a little bit of a chutney, raisin chutney. It's very, very good. There's also, and then if you want them to bring out the steaks, kind of old school style, they'll do that. So they bring out and show you the raw meat, so you can kind of see the quality of it. And they have like everything from humongous Delmonico steaks, prime rib. They do veal chops, lamb chops, huge Duroc pork chops as well. And everything is just cooked to your temperature preference. And then, of course, in true steakhouse style, you can get all the different things that you want on top. But you don't really need to, because the steaks are
don't go to steakhouse and put A1 on your steak.
No.
Don't do that.
Rule number one,
Rule
definitely
number
not.
one, don't ask
do
for
that.
A1 sauce.
Bad idea.
You'll be exposed.
Yes. But everything is dry aged. And then they cook it at a super high temp, so that it kind of has a caramelized exterior and almost has a crust on it when you get that steak. So the steak that I had last night, I chose not to have any toppings on it. I just got a little bit of the 801 seasoning. Salt or whatever. Rub exactly on the outside, and it was lovely. And then of course you get your a la carte sides, and you can there's like 15 different kinds of potatoes and gnocchi and things like that, and then a lot of different vegetable sides like creamed spinach and Brussels sprouts with walnuts, and there's this wild mushrooms with boursin cheese. Lots of really, really great stuff.
When you ordered your steak last night, Cat Neville, and this is what I learned.
McGraw Millhaven.
This is what I learned. And they asked you, how do you like your steak? What did you say?
I said medium rare.
Oh, I thought you say chef's choice.
Well, I did. I said I got the ribeye.
Okay.
And so I did say depending on how the chef wants it, but I like my steak to be medium rare.
So you gave him a suggestion.
Yes.
But chef's choice.
Yes.
That's how you order a steak.
See, I did not even know you should say chef's choice. I always do like a medium too.
Yeah.
Well, because you assume that the chef knows best how to cook each. So, for example, I believe it was the cowboy steak that had a ton of marbling, and they said we recommend that you have this particular steak done medium because there is so much fat and connective kind of tissue in the interior of the steak that we want to make sure that it's cooked to the point where that fat starts to really melt out. So, I think that, when you go into a place where people know what they're doing and you can trust that people are going to kind of give you the best result possible, then I would say chef's choice.
Yeah, it's a little weird when you go to McDonald's and you say chef's choice, they look at you kind of funny. All right, 801 Chophouse, right there in that Ritz-Carlton area over there. What's number 2 for us?
So number 2 is a really fun spot in Benton Park that only serves breakfast and lunch, and it's called Jack's Cafe, and that's Jax Cafe. Brian Hale, who's been known around town for a number of years, he's worked in a lot of different kitchens. Most famously, probably worked at the Monarch kitchen, but then was also at the Chase for a number of years. He is behind the menu here, and it is just fun, creative American comfort food. So, like for breakfast, you can get chicken fried steak, which anytime I can get chicken fried steak, I get it. I love it.
Yeah, I'm with you. I love chicken fried steak.
I love it. And I don't care if it's good for me or not. So, essentially, this is just very, very traditional. You have that white gravy on top of that, ground chuck that's been, lovingly deep fried. And but here they put a little bit of arugula on top to kind of give you some raw element to offset the richness of your delicious chicken fried steak. They have like chicken biscuit with clover honey and sriracha butter with like that biscuit, and you have the fried chicken in the middle. They have hazelnut pancakes that has a little bit of a Meyer lemon creme anglaise on top. Just really kind of hearty, creative, fun stuff for breakfast. And then at lunch, they do things like a deconstructed turkey dinner where they have like the smoked turkey, green bean casserole, gravy, mashed potatoes. They also have like a big burger with, just like all the kind of beautiful stuff on it. They do have a number of panini, which obviously are the pressed sandwiches, the pressed grilled sandwiches, and one is called the Daffy Duck, which is really fun, and it's got like mushrooms and arugula, parmesan, some truffle oil on it.
Is it cafe like cafeteria, or is it more like brew pub, or what's the inside like?
No, they do have an alcohol license. They have a great bar area. I haven't had any of the cocktails because I went at breakfast time. And
it wouldn't stop me.
To mark off.
It was a weekday, so I had to go to work.
Somewhere in the world.
Yes. No, but it's a really charming spot, and I don't think I gave you the address. It is at 2901 Salina in Benton Park, and it's just a really charming old St. Louis storefront, essentially, with the big windows that look out onto the street.
Open for breakfast and lunch.
Breakfast and lunch, exactly right. And they have bacon wrapped meatloaf, lobster mac and cheese. They do fish tacos, big salads. They have a crab Louis, even with you've got that kind of like crab salad with the bacon and avocado, artichokes, all that kind of good stuff.
Sounds yummy.
It is really. It's lovely.
And Benton Park's cute. I used to live in Benton Park.
So it's bright and sunny. It's perfect for like a cold day to get in there, get a big mug of coffee and chicken fried steak.
Jack Cafe, 2901 Salina Street in Benton Park, and then 801 Chophouse right next to the Ritz in Clayton.
Yes.
What's going on with FeastCom?
I'm excited about, there's an event that we are sponsoring on February 7th. It's going to be held at Vin de Set, which obviously is on Choteau, right on the edge of Lafayette Square. And it's the Cour de Paris. It's the heart of Paris. A French photographer, Bernard, I'm going to butcher his last name, so I'm not even going to try. He's flying in from Paris. If you go to feaststl.com, there's all the information there. It's $20. Original prints, photographs as well as his prints are going to be available, to look and then also purchase. And so he's coming in from Paris to put this show on, and his work is mainly black and white photographs that kind of capture the life of being in Paris. So obviously it's perfect to have it at Vin de Set, which is a fantastic French restaurant. And so hors d'oeuvres, champagne, go with your ticket price, $20 a person.
Sounds like a deal. February 7th?
Yes, February 7th, right before Valentine's Day.
And go to feaststl.com.
Yes, for the info. We're actually giving away 2 tickets.
It's also the day before my birthday.
It is.
It's also the same weekend as the woodworking show over in Collinsville. So,
well, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to me. Yeah, no, it's a double whammy.
That's so cool. Yeah. Happy birthday.
You betcha. I'm going to be 26. Now, all right, Feast Magazine, newsstands everywhere. You can subscribe and get it delivered with your Sunday St. Louis Post-Dispatch. You have to subscribe to Feast and subscribe to the Post-Dispatch. If you want, you get a deal, the McGraw deal. Go to stltoday.com for your subscription deal. Kat Neville, always a pleasure.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Good to see you too.
850, Big 550, KTRS. Bertarelli Cut.